My controlling BF is jealous of my cat. Throwaway, and I'm on mobile, sorry for format. I've been dating my 24 female boyfriend 26 male for a bit over a year now, and he really wants me to move in with him. The problem? My cat. My cat is 16, and dying. The vet says it would be unwise to hope for anything past 6 months. I've had this cat since I was a child, he was there for me through everything. There are a few reasons I don't want to move. 1. Moving is really stressful for cats, and I don't want to cause any unneeded stress for my old boy. My boyfriend has a fairly energetic Rottweiler. My cat has never been good with dogs, almost unalived when he was 2 years old. We had to amputate his leg, it was so badly crushed, injured. I understand my boyfriend wants me to be close to him, I want that too. But is it really so much to ask for a few months for my cat to pass away? It hurts me so much that he keeps calling me unfair and not committed in this relationship. I am. But my longest friend is dying, and I want him to be comfortable. He doesn't seem to grasp how important my cat is to me. He has never liked cats, and even made the joke when he's gone, I will finally be your #1 man? I don't know how to handle this at all. Any advice is welcome. Edit, for formatting, so, relevant comments. If he has a dog, how can he not understand what it's like to love an animal? Toop? He doesn't think cats actually have emotions or something. He's one of those people who thinks cats are evil and dogs are a saving grace. Which was fine before. I understand not liking cats is almost as common as liking them. Commenter 2. I get that he might not like the cat himself, but not why he doesn't understand how you feel about the cat. Update next day. First off, let me say I'm still shaking, so if this is a rambled mess, I am sorry. All your kind words from yesterday made me cry, thank you all so much. I thought I would give some backstory to how my BF and I met. It was through a support group, as I mentioned. Growing up, until age 7, I had a very abusive dad. When I was 7, he tried to unalive my mother and I. Luckily the cops intervened and they took him away. My mom charged him and he got put away. When the trial was done, we moved, and my mom gave me Moo Moo, don't judge the name, I was 8, from a local shelter. I didn't fit in at the new school, and Moo Moo was the best thing in my life. Back to the support group. I shared my story, and my BF confronted me after saying he also had abusive parents growing up. And we bonded over our similar situations. I didn't realize how much control he had over me until recently. He convinced me to stop seeing my therapist. We also stopped going to group. He used to tell me what to wear, how to style my hair, it's very curly, and recently I've been straightening it because he would always say it looked better. A few hours ago I invited him over for lunch and to talk. Luckily Moo Moo was in my room sleeping. I told him what you guys said, saying that if it was his dog he would be upset. He blew up. He told me that wasn't the point. The point was I wasn't committed to him, or didn't care about us. He started throwing things, a glass, some books I had lying about, and some picture frames. It was terrifying. I had never seen him this angry before, and I just reverted back to what I used to do as a kid. Curl up, cover yourself as much as you can, stay quiet. Bless my roommate, who came home during this fit. She had brought the security guard because as she was walking in she heard the shouting, items breaking. My BF was escorted out. As he left I just screamed, don't come back, I hope it sticks. I've blocked his number, and my landlady has been notified not to let him in, as have the guards. Next step is neighbors. I don't really know what to do from here. I emailed my therapist, hopefully she will let me come back. My mom is on the way over right now and my roommate is with me too. I'm so terrified. I didn't realize how much control he had over me. I thought all his early behaviors was just because he had clingy issues from his own upbringing. I'm going to have a bath, relax, let my hair go curly again, and cuddle my baby. I'm really glad Moo Moo was in my room. Thank you all for the help. I didn't think any of this was wrong until you guys brought it up. I still love him and feel bad for him. He had a shit upbringing too, and I'm sure he's messed up from it, but I'm going to try to move on. After my cat unalived, I'm going to move out from this place, to somewhere he doesn't know about. Thank you all again. Edit for everyone who wants to see Moo Moo copy from another comment. I don't want to be identified in case anyone I know or in the future know find this. That's why I made a throwaway, as I do have a regular Reddit account. Imagine this, pretty big tomcat, mainly white with 3 huge black spots on his back leg and side of his head, minus the back right leg, and yellow eyes. 8-year-old me thought he looked like a cow, and cows moo, hence the name Moo Moo. He's pretty derpy but has mine. Relevant comments. As distressing as it must have been for you, I'm so glad he finally showed his true colors, but even more so that you were brave enough to end things for good. You're a strong woman, and getting back to therapy will make you stronger and more aware of the intentions of any future abusers who may want to prey on you because of what you've been through. BTW, curly hair is gorgeous. Seriously, wear your curls with pride. Twerp rape. Greater than, thank you so much. Edit 2, moved to tears again by all your comments, thank you. I'm going to log off this account now, and hopefully never have a reason to use it again. Thank you all so much for the help, I love you all. Update 2 7 years later. Hi everyone. This is kinda crazy. I was on my regular Reddit account, I am an avid follower of this subreddit. When I saw my own post on here, I thought I would give some updates. Moo unalived around 4 months after this post. He was put down, since his quality of life was declining rapidly, and while he could have lived maybe another 3 or 4 months, I didn't want that for him. He was in the last stages of kidney disease, and needing so many drugs of subcutaneous hydration to just keep him going. I miss him every single day. I still have his ashes with me, and I make sure to keep him in a sunbeam on the window. That was his favorite thing. Regarding my ex, the embarrassing part of it is, I still felt so badly for him for so long. I saw a comment on the original post that said it sounded like I was just looking for validation that his behavior wasn't okay, and I think that's true. Besides controlling my hair, he also pretty much decided everything in our relationship. What we did together, what we ate, shows we watched. It seemed so small at the time, that him never wanting to go to the places I picked, or listen to the music I liked. He always had a reason at first, but then eventually it was just because he didn't want to do those things. And for some reason, I let that happen. I did try to go back to that therapist in the group, but even after I told her and them what happened, I felt unsafe being there. For the first few months, he would stake out my apartment, and I couldn't trust he wasn't also following me to therapy. Maybe stake out isn't the right word, but he would leave letters and packages and stuff outside my building, so I knew he was there. Could be there at any time. Cops were not helpful since he never made himself known to me, although my roommate swears she saw him a couple times across the street. Basically just said to be careful. My therapist and I moved to phone calls for a while. I don't know if this will surprise anyone, but turns out ex-BF was into the nose sugar. A lot of our fights, I now think he was high for at least some of them, especially the last blow-up. He ended up getting in a fight with some dudes at a bar, and he was flucked up when booked. This was probably about a month or so after Moo unalived. I broke my lease, which my roommate, who I still am friends with, was really nice about. I moved back in with my mom, lives in different town for a few months, before finding another job just one town over from her. This was her suggestion. She wanted to keep an eye on me, and make sure I didn't let him back into my life. She was and is my rock to this day. He got out after only a few months for good behavior, and while he didn't know where I lived, I am extremely thankful for my mom. There are times when I would hear that his experience changed him, via people I knew, and I would think, maybe he has changed. I was so lonely without Moo. My mom nipped those in the bud every time. She would ask me things like, even if you go back, what then? You get married and have kids? Do you think he would be a good father? It was sobering to think of what I experienced as a child being continued. Eventually I steeled myself with the help of a new therapist, suggested from my old one, and worked on my self-confidence a lot, about what I deserve. When COVID hit, I had a lot of time to kind of break down parts of my life I didn't before. I have tried being in relationships since, but there was this underlying feeling of stress in each one. About 2 years ago I figured out I think I am asexual. Intimacy was always so uncomfortable for me, even when it was physically enjoyable I never really wanted the act. I just assumed this was trauma and fear of intimacy. That is what most people and therapists had told me. I am currently in a relationship with a lovely person, NB, and we are both asexual. We do kiss, but we rarely ever move beyond that. With them, there is no expectation for more. They are also from a less than happy childhood. They were in the foster system, but that isn't my story to share, so I won't. Just know that I am happy. We have been together for a year, and they are so considerate and kind. They bring me flowers at least once a month, they make sure I can express myself, they encourage my interests and actually want to hear about them. Most of all, they love my curly hair. And they love cats. I never adopted another cat after Moo. I think I was terrified for a long time that if I did, they could be used against me. My partner has 2 cats who I love. We are currently trying to work out moving in together. My place has a better location, but theirs is larger. We've decided to try and find a completely new place together that we can both agree on. But the process for rentals in right now is horrid. There's been 2 places so far that we applied to and didn't get. Anyway, my life is going great. I still have lots of trauma that I live with, but I know I can get back up when I fall. I have people I love, who also love me. I probably won't respond to any comments, and I'll most likely delete this account in a few days. I don't need it anymore. But before I did, I thought leaving one last update was called for. Thank you for all your kind words, and helping me find confidence to get out of that relationship. Much love to everyone.